In between Weirs Beach and Meredith is the Valley Cottages, where we stayed. It is in a forested area, provided a great atmosphere for me while getting some editing done. The cottage itself was spacious enough, comfortable. They stock it with a lot of the things that you need for cooking, eating, etc. And it's walking distance to the fun spot, the largest arcade in the world, or so they say, with an indoor mini golf. Sorry I didn't get a video of it, but check it out if you are looking for something to do in the area. Meredith is 5 miles north of Weirs Beach on Route 3. It's a great waterfront town to see the fall colors. Mills Falls offer 4 unique hotels with lakeside lodging. This is the Church Landing, a luxury lakefront lodge, surrounded by a lush garden and lawn, on the shores of Lake Winnipesaukee. They have fireplaces, pools, a fitness center, and spa, as well as the Lake House Grill. You can rent boats, canoes, kayaks, paddleboards at the Eagle Activity Center, as well as book boat rides and charters. Meredith has a nice long boardwalk that stretches around the lake. Just really a cozy, rustic little town. Some darn good food at the Town Docks restaurant and tiki bar with lakeside seating right on the boardwalk. An average 3-star hotel stay in Meredith is $166. Of course, can be a little bit more in the fall. If nothing else, it's a great place to just hang out. Waterfront parks with picnic shelters. Bay Point at Mills Falls, a 3-star hotel with the Bay Point Lago restaurant in an old rural dining atmosphere. Outdoor dining right on the lake. What a great view. Meredith just has a real nice mixture of foliage and waterfront scenery with mountains in the distance. A vacation destination with plenty of room to breathe. Perhaps a perfect romantic getaway. Across the street from Bay Point, a new Laverack Nature Trail at Hawkins Brook, winding through the wetlands of Lake Winnipesaukee. The trailhead is beside Meredith Village Savings Bank, as well as at the tennis courts at Prescott Park. It's a 1.2-mile round trip and is pet-friendly. I'm not married, but if I do get married, I'd consider this town for a honeymoon. We continue on Route 3 as we head up to Lincoln. The Covered Bridge Farm Table in Campton, New Hampshire, offers delicious dining next to the scenic Blair Road Covered Bridge. An even more scenic route from Campton to Lincoln is Route 175. In Lincoln, the first stop you want to make is at the White Mountains Visitor Center. You can get good information for what to do in the White Mountains. At the Hobo Scenic Railroad's Lincoln Station, for $19 you can ride in a restored vintage rail coach for an 80-minute round trip along the winding Pemigewasset River on a rail system that dates back to the late 1800s. From mid-September to late October is a great way to see the fall foliage. The trains operate late May through October, and then again from Thanksgiving through late December, when the Santa Express trains operate on weekends. The Pemigewasset River is 65 miles long and runs from Franconia Notch State Park, flows through the White Mountains, and merges with the Winnipesaukee River. After or before the train ride, you can play a round of golf at the Hobo Hills Adventure Golf at the station. The brand new Riverwalk Resort at Loon Mountain in the base camp of the White Mountains with balconies overlooking the mountains. Very close to lots of hiking trails, as well as walking distance to lots of great restaurants, or wineries like the Atrium, or breweries like the One Love Brewery. The Loon Mountain Ski Resort has a vertical drop of 2,100 feet, 10th largest in New England, top elevation at 3,000 feet. The East Branch and Lincoln Railroad was a logging railroad that operated from 1893 to 1948 in the Pemigewasset Wilderness. Enjoy a dinner theater at Gene's Playhouse. In Franconia Notch State Park, for $16 you can tour the Flume Gorge, via a walkway with bridges, waterfalls, and scenic mountain views. The path takes about 1.5 hours to do. You walk through walls of granite that rise 70 to 90 feet high and are 12 to 20 feet apart. Pets are not allowed here, though. There are several good nature trails in Franconia Notch Park. Further south in Lincoln, near the Kankomagas Highway, which we will show in a minute, is the Lincoln Woods Trail. This is considered the gateway to the Pemigewasset Wilderness. These trails are stunningly beautiful. I would highly recommend experiencing these trails to see many waterfalls like the Franconia Falls. Most of these trails are dog-friendly. The Clark's Bears Amusement Park was one of the few attractions closed due to COVID, but plans to reopen Memorial Day 2021. This is a must-do. It features the Anaconda Escape, a water raft ride through 300 feet of twists and turns, drops and plunges, blaster boats, a circus, a climbing tower, a 30-minute train ride, and its very popular bear show with live trained bears. General admission is $24. During May through November, you can enjoy a 5-course gourmet meal on a scenic train ride. On the Lafayette Dinner Train, from December through April, the depot is a tapas and wine bar. The Kankomagas Highway runs from Lincoln to Conway. While we are headed to Conway, and we'll show it in a minute, because of the angle of the sun and the time of day, we're going to show this highway going from Conway to Lincoln. Kankomagas was an Indian leader. His name means the fearless one. This is probably the most scenic highway in the U.S. in the fall. It was opened in 1959. It travels along the Swift River coming out of Conway. To really fully appreciate this drive, you have to get out of the car and get along the rocks of the Swift River. The fall colors begin around mid-September, but really peaks about the second week of October. We are driving it on October 8th. The lower falls are about 7 miles west of Conway. This time of year, the water level is lower, so it really allows you to jump out into the river to get close to the white water. There is also a nice sheltered pavilion, picnic area, so you can have lunch with the family. Now, if you are born to be wild, ride the Kankomagas on a bike. It takes about 50 minutes to drive from Conway to Lincoln with no stops. This is not a highway to be in a rush. Take your time and enjoy. And that's coming from Mr. Leadfoot here. The summit is at 2,800 feet. Both sides of the summit, just a great drive.